What's up, Blockheads? In the garage today, and we are working on the
Yamaha Bolt.
Woo! Joining me in the garage, we have Wes and Laurel on Wes. Wes and Laurel on Wes. You guys be sure to go give them a follow. Merp and Today we are installing a new exhaust on the Yamaha Bolt, which is one of the giveaway bikes. If you guys are interested in getting in on the giveaway, join on Patreon. The way it works is you pledge per episode, whatever amount you want, however much you pledge per episode times the number of episodes that come out equals the numbers of your entries. So we're giving away this bike. We are also giving away a Harley-Davidson Iron 883 and a Indian Scout, modifying them all, giving them away at the end of season 5 of the Blockhead bike build. So the exhaust that we're installing on it today is from Revzilla. So Revzilla is a sponsor. They've sent a ton of parts for us to put on the bike. So big thanks to Revzilla. You guys be sure to check them out. Link down in the description below. We are putting on a Two Brothers Racing Comp S 2-in-1. Keeping it 2-to-1, but it's going to be a much better breathing, flowing exhaust, which this bike desperately needs. Before we get started, we do want to show how it sounds stock. So we're going to go ahead and start it up, let you guys hear how it sounds. So what was your interest in this bike? You wanted to be present for working on this thing.
I almost bought a Bolt. I just like the way it looks,
Yeah.
to be honest. So I ended up buying an 883, but I just like how it looks. I like the Bolt.
There's one in here. I guess you'll have to take it for a test drive. I'm taking this off the lift whenever we're done.
I'm gonna like it even more with all the things you're gonna do, so.
After we get this exhaust on it, we're going to be taking it off the lift because I have to work on the sucker punch here. So yeah, you can pretty much ride it probably tomorrow if you want. You have to let us know your thoughts on it.
Okay.
Hit the like button if you guys want to hear Laurel's thoughts on the Bolt.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it better. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at this exhaust. So to open the box, you guys know we can't use a normal box opener because that's boring and you guys won't let me anymore. So we gotta choose a special box opener, and we're gonna give Laurel the privilege of choosing one.
It's fine, everything's fine.
Break all my stuff, that's cool. All right, so you're going with the Tomahawk. Right. You ever use one of these?
No.
You about to. Yeah! Children cheering sound. Hardware.
Accessories.
We got heat shield, header pipe, muffler, header pipe. We'll leave that all wrapped up. We'll get Wes to snap terribly in a little bit. Let's go ahead and get the stock one off.
Left one?
Laurel's got it.
You know, my hands are really dry.
It's always something with you. We're gonna go ahead and start by loosening everything up from the bracketry here in the back, working our way forward, loosening at the flanges. This one has a cool thing where it actually bolts into the actual head, but then it's got an extension that bolts here too, so it might be a little easier on us. And this one's pretty exposed up front, so it shouldn't be difficult to get to. Wes critiqued himself on the last video saying I edited it and it made him look like he did nothing even though he did a lot, so
I stood around the whole time.
really making it known that Wes is doing something this time. Hey, thanks, Wes.
Hey, no problem.
You guys go give him a follow for all his help. Right there. Merp.
That ones are good.
All right. Wes took all the bolts out for that.
All right, don't make it a thing.
Took off the bracket. Those are very rusty. All right, now the front. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Using an adjustable crescent on the O2. So O2 harness is in the rubber boot right there. Good job, Wes. Great job, man.
Thank goodness Wes is here. I mean, what would we do?
Savior. I think it's just touching on here so we can remove this piece here.
Whoa.
Pretty hefty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably like 8 or 10 pounds, right?
It's like you just caught a fish.
And you're like, yeah, that's pretty heavy, damn.
All right, so just like we did with the Indian Scout, whenever we removed the muffler, we did just straight pipe. So we actually reattached the flanges here, and so we're gonna start it up with just the straight pipe and the muffler removed to hear what it sounds like.
Ready?
Oh, I thought it was going to be worse too. The Indian was stupid loud whenever we did that. That wasn't nearly as bad. So we have the stock exhaust totally off. Now it is time to unpackage the exhaust that we're putting on it. Once again, the Two Brothers Racing, available at Revzilla. Links down in the description. Since Wes has snap performance anxiety, we're going to let Laurel do the snap. So whenever you're ready. Awesome. We've got everything unpacked. Header pipe, Jaeger bombs, a muffler.
What in the what?
Jaeger bombs. You guys haven't seen that video? No. My new haircut. All my boys are getting tonight. Jaeger bombs, Jaeger bombs, Jaeger bombs.
It's like something from the Jersey Shore.
Oh my god, yeah. I'll show you guys later. I'll show you guys right now.
Bombs, Jaeger bombs, Jaeger bombs, Jaeger bombs, Jaeger bombs.
And then we got the heat shield, and we've got all the hardware right here. Wes, you want to maybe try to redeem yourself? Ah, no, get out of here.
No.
All right, hardware all unpackaged. Flanges, which are very shiny. Bracketry, so new bracket. Bolts, the springs, the spring puller, and what was this called again, Wes?
Clip nut.
Clip nut. Yep. A couple of clip nuts to go on the back of the muffler. If you guys want to see the destructions, you need those as reference for anything. There you go. And there's the back. For the flanges, you are going to slide them over to header pipes at the end of the tube. You want the recessed part facing towards the head. Fits in perfect. Just going to install everything loosely until we have the entire system on, and then we're going to tighten down. So starting out, we're putting the gasket back into the head. And that's why you want to leave them loose, so they have adjustability. Take your stock heat shields off. Actually, I took that one off.
All right.
Before putting these rusty bolts back on, we're going to clean them up with the wire brush. We're gonna go ahead and get the rear one loosely installed on there. Laurel is gonna do the honors. Gasket in.
Mess with the flange after. Good.
Now the bracket, probably, right? This guy. So in this one, guys, we are using a 10x60 millimeter bolt on the top for the bracket and a 10x25 millimeter bolt from the hardware kit on the bottom. Loctite. Over there. It's the joys of magnetic tool holders, guys. And take them from over there, put them right here, clip, bam. Link not in description below. Just go to Harbor Freight. Bracket is on. Next part we're gonna fit is the muffler. Before we put that on though, I'm gonna go ahead and put on these little pieces. You don't have to Bruce Lee it. You can if you want. A little anti-seize on the O2. Take a look in the end of this because people always ask me.
Ooh, that's cool looking.
There you guys go. It does have a baffle. It is removable. Yeah.
Take that cap off. You can just take the core out and put the cap back on.
I've heard it is kind of a pain in the ass to put the packing or whatever they call it back in. A lot of people always ask me about that, so I figured before we put it on, just so you can see it, there it is. We take a spring and we're gonna put it over that loop piece right there. Get the little spring puller.
Should I put one of these rear mount bolts in so it'll hold it?
It's a good thing you're doing stuff this time.
Dang, we got Laurel in on it.
I wasn't even here and I'm just like throwing shade.
A few moments later.
We have come across a bit of an issue. The header pipes do not fit into the muffler pipe, or basically the Y part here. It wants to, but it's barely,
Right
like
there.
this one's barely too big and this one's barely too small. So they won't seat correctly. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get a tool tomorrow,
Pipe expander.
bell these out a little bit so that the header pipes can fit into there securely. Normally pretty satisfied with TBR products like right out the box, but unfortunately this just doesn't seem to be fitting correctly.
Tomorrow.
What up, Blockheads? Here we are, day 2. Exhaust install on the Yamaha Bolt.
We basically belled out the end here. Hopefully you guys can see that. The pipes should fit in, and hopefully the springs should have some good tension on them to hold them. But we should be able to just bolt it right up.
Bolt it right up.
Power. All right, so we'll tighten at the flanges first and then tighten at the rear. So in this episode, we're not gonna be showing you guys it with the heat shields on because we're taking those to get powder coated. Yeah, those will be in a future video. Pretty much on, so let's tighten it down and then we can start it up. So we got this all buttoned up, tightened down at the flanges, both front and rear. We've got the springs on. We have the O2 sensor plugged back into the harness, and we've got the bolts going into the muffler bracketry. We also just wiped it down with some cleaner to get all the oil from our hands off of it so that it doesn't discolor. We're gonna go ahead and crank it for the first time. Laurel did say she wanted to be here for this, but she is on a conference call, so we gotta...
Boo!
We'll do it again whenever she's here.
All right, here we go.
Nailed
it.
Or not. So it's kind of to jump the bolt. There's a lot of stuff you got to remove to get to the battery. Fingers crossed. That's impressive. Wow. All right.
Dude, that sounds good. That sounds so good.
I am actually very impressed.
That was pretty awesome.
Thoughts?
Wicked. TBR, nailed it.
All right, well, we're gonna open the garage for a little bit and then we'll throw an ending on it because it's very exhausting in here.
2 hours later.
Finally got some Laurel availability for her to check out this exhaust that she helped install. I'm gonna start it up, get her thoughts on it.
Oh no, I'm on camera.
Exhaust.
Cool. Oh shit. Yeah, that's an upgrade.
You'll start it up?
Okay.
It just looks less bulky, which I think is good. So that sounds a lot better.
I'm actually really surprised at the sound of it.
It's pretty loud.
It's got a certain kind of rasp to it, right?
Yeah, it's not like loud hurt your ears loud, but it sounds like fierce.
Grunty.
That's the word.
Meaty.
I like it.
Not like a
And
stock
it's just
bolt.
such an upgrade, looks wise too.
Step 1. More to go over there. Thanks, Laurel. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
And I like the even though I usually like all black on black, I think this makes it look kind of more interesting now that you've got like a silver exhaust.
It'll turn the color of this one after a few heat cycles. It'll kind of get that like bronziness to it. And we've got a bunch of like bronze accessories to go with this one, and so it'll kind of pull it all together.
Still like the Bolt. I'm rooting for the Bolt.
I'll do the rest of the outro later. I just came in the garage for a drink, so BRB. All right, guys, that is it for this episode of installing the exhaust on the Yamaha Bolt giveaway. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, be sure to comment down below. I'll answer to the best of my knowledge. In my opinion, sounds great. But the next video, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do an exhaust demo video where I'm basically walking around it at idle. We're gonna be able to hear it under load, accelerating, and then on the highway and stuff like that also. So you guys will be able to hear what this exhaust sounds like in various conditions. Also, if you're interested, like I said, we are giving this bike away. So you guys be sure to join Patreon. We're giving away the Yamaha Bolt. We're also giving away the Indian Scout here and the Harley-Davidson Iron 883. Good amount of mods to do, all which are right here, provided by Revzilla. So like I was saying earlier, this episode of us installing this exhaust is sponsored by Revzilla. Big thanks them. Really appreciate it, you guys. Be sure to find their link down in the description below. Everything that we're doing to all of these bikes is going to be able to be found on Revzilla. Check out their links. If you guys need anything moto related, from gear to bike parts, they've got it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Big thanks to everybody that helped out on the install. Really appreciate it. I'll be sure to update y'all on the heat shields, which we're having powder coated the same kind of bronzy color as the other accessories that we're going to be putting on it. That'll be in a future video or on Instagram as well. So if you guys want to go follow me over there, instagram.com/blockheadmoto. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, be sure to hit that like button for me. Hitting that like button helps out the channel quite a bit, helps with recommendations and all that stuff. If you guys aren't subscribed already and you want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button also and hit that bell icon as well while you're over there, so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity. Until next time, you guys, ride safe out there, stay vigilant, and we will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Nope.
Now mine's off. It was good. Now it's
Yeah, see? It just happens sometimes.
the left side's good.
Your snap needs a blue pill, bro.
I think it's the dirt and stuff on there. Probably.
Likely story. Okay.